Good evening, good evening. It is your girl Candy J. I know it's a little late. I normally don't go live this late, but a few things have been on my mind, and so in talking to a few couples this week, I'm sorry, last week, it just made me, really want to make this live tonight. And if you see any of the TikToks, you already know what this is about. I am talking tonight about creative romance ideas. And sometimes things are just, they're really simple, um, but we kind of forget how to do the basic things sometimes. And to other people, it's not basic, it's just things that they've never really thought about, right? So, if you don't know who I am, my name is Candy J. I am a certified clinical sexologist at the Dr. Rachel Institute in the American Colleges of Sexology. I am a Mocha marriage trainer, a marriage boot camp coach, a proud member of the American Counseling Association. I specialize in putting the oohs and the eyes back into your relationship, but I do so much more than that. I do premarital and marital counseling, dating after divorce, life after infidelity, postpartum depression, and I do all of these things because they're all things that I've been through. And because one of the things is that when you're looking for a coach, a therapist, a counselor, you always want somebody that has the education and the experience. And that's what I bring to the table. That's what makes me a good coach, because everything that I talk about, I've dibbled and dabbled in my 16-year marriage and going forward with my relationships thus far. And so it makes me a very good person to talk to when I'm counseling in my sessions. And I just give some things that normal people sometimes just don't think about. And so tonight, I'm not going to be here before you long, but I just want to talk about creative romance ideas, right? So I was talking to a couple last week, and they were in premarital counseling with me, which is one of the things that I offer. And we were talking about, romance and spicing things up, as we were coming out to the end of our sessions, right? And honestly, everything that I suggested, they had never done or never even really thought of. And with that being said, I felt like it was something that maybe some people just don't think about. So here's one creative idea: take a dance class together. There are many, 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 many different dance classes out there: salsa, rumba, ballroom dance, hip hop, lyrical jazz, all of these things, that you can do together and take a class together and learn together. Even if you're not a dancer, it's just going through the experience together creates a bond, and it creates an experience that you can talk about later with your significant other, or talking to your kids. I remember when me and your mom took that dance class, and she was moving her hips, and I found her so cute, and that's what made me re-fall in love with her again. There are all kinds of stories that can come out of that, right? Um, so go to a drive-in movie theater. I know. You're like, Candy, where the heck is a drive-in movie theater? But I live in Dallas, and there happens to be several in the DFW Metroplex that you can go to. And I'm sure that if you're watching this from, Florida, Georgia, California, wherever you are, I'm sure if you type in drive-in movie theater, you will find one somewhere near you, couples massages. Now listen, I want you to drop me a one, two, or three if you've tried any three of these so far: taking a dance class, a drive-in movie, couples massages. One of the most intimate things that I could have ever done with my significant other was go take um a couple's massage. And it's a bonding experience. You're laying on the table, you can look at each other, you can talk, you can have conversations with each other, and you are relaxing your body, and it again creates a bond between the two of you. Take a pole dance class together. Yes, men do it too. Take a pole dance class together. Or, if you're a man and you don't want to get down like that, right? Go watch your woman take a pole dance class from you. Because how does that benefit you later? Because she learns all of these tricks and turns and wielding her body around. And we all know that men are visual. So, get that can serve as a little bit of foreplay for you guys. If you're needing to spice up your relationship, it's dual purpose intimacy, because intimacy is not sex, but intimacy that leads up to sex, right? Write an old school love letter, y'all. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm gonna take y'all back real quick. I was in high school, right? And this boy passed me a note, but it was not just a note, y'all. It literally filled up the whole page of how he had been watching me go to my different classes and listening to me standing up in front of people. I used to spit poetry a lot, so listening to me spit poetry in our English class and all of these things that he just admired about me and thought that it was the reason for wanting to date me, and we should get back to that, especially if your partner is a words of affirmation type chick. Writing a love letter would mean everything to her, and then sent it with your favorite cologne or oil, or sent it with his favorite cologne or oil. Oh my God, it drives them wild. And it's a small thing to do, right? To get back to that intimacy. Create a fantasy theme night. This is number 6, guys. So if 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 or 6 has resonated with you so far, put in the comments for me. Number 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 or 6. Okay. So create a fantasy themed night. Create a fantasy theme night. Now, let me tell you. So, what does a fantasy look like? It's not, and a lot of times people think that this has to be something elaborate and drawn out, right? No, your partner has shared at one point or another something that they really want to do. So, for instance, I talk about role play a lot with my couples, right? And one of the best things and the best turnouts has been to role play and create a theme night where you get all dressed up and sexy, and you meet at a bar or a restaurant and pretend not to know each other, and have the waiter sending over cute notes, or have the bartender buy you a drink, and then you've already got a prearranged hotel room, or if you're on a budget, you can always go back to the house, right? But you've got this room that, I'm going to do this one night stand. If you're a woman, you can even wear another wig. If you're a guy, you can wear a firefighter outfit, a policeman's outfit. It don't have to be all of that, but the more it is themed in the eyes of your significant partner, the better it'll turn out. I promise. So that was number 6, guys. And then let me do a little bonus one. If you are a writer, if you are a singer, if you're into the arts at all, poetry or song is in your heart, right? So here's something that you can do. If you don't have the skill to write a poem or a song, pick your favorite love song, your absolute favorite love song, or your significant other's favorite love song, and have all of the words printed out, and cut them up and have them trailing throughout the house. And every time they read another line, and then they read another line until they figure out what the name of the song is, and have it, maybe playing at the end when you get to the bedroom or to the wherever you're going to get together and become one or whatever. So it's something that works. Especially when you have an artsy or creative mind, or I'm sorry, a creative spouse, or significant other, it really sparks a light in that fire for intimacy and spicing some things up. So this was just a few romantic ideas. I didn't want to be before you long, but it was just in my heart, and I'm still in my office, and I decided to just go ahead and go live. So guys, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you're on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, wherever you are. Make sure that you dial in. Okay. All right. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Again, this was your girl, Candy J.